Hi guys, this is Tablet-News.com and I'm here with the Xiaomi Pad 8 Pro, just unveiled in Barcelona. The price is 599 euros and this is the version that reflects light. 11.2 inches in diagonal IPS LCD, and you can see here some of its specs. It's got a Snapdragon 8 Elite, not 8 Elite Gen 5. You can definitely see my reflection in here, and if that bothers you, there's definitely a version here which doesn't reflect anything. It's the matte version, but that matte version is a bit pricier. Now, the body is made of aluminum and it measures below 6 millimeters in thickness, or better said 5.75 millimeters here. And this is the Pad 8 Pro. There's also the regular Pad 8 there, but that version has some different specs. From what I know, it should have a different processing power. Now, you're also getting a brand new stylus this time around, which is akin to the one you would get on an iPad or a Huawei tablet. And I will be to in a minute to give you a more detailed hands-on. It's fixed.
Oh, yeah.
So you can definitely tell here they're mimicking Apple a bit with this keyboard here and its angle. So this is how you do it. This is what the accessory looks like. And it also closes like this to protect the device. Now, this is the actual tablet, which you're getting here. Okay, let's see if it works. I think it was put in a special sort of desktop mode or something like that. Okay, so it was in a desktop mode before, which by the way you can activate in order to mimic a Windows-like experience. This is what the Pad 8 Pro is all about, productivity on the go. This is the workstation mode that imitates Windows. This is the split screen capability, and this is the PC level browser. This actually tricked me that it was a video. Well, it's actually not. Now this slate here should have quad speakers on board, and in spite of its waistline below 6 millimeters, it provides you with a battery with a capacity of somewhere around 9,200 milliamp hour, which is actually not bad at all. I'm going to switch to another model here now to properly show it to you. So we got this one here, and I want to show you the stylus because it's actually kind of cool. So if you do this and you pinch it, you're triggering a new interface here where you can actually draw, paint, write notes, what have you. It's the brand new Xiaomi stylus, which is more power now. It's similar to the Apple one and the Huawei one, so yeah, you're getting extras. Of course, this being a Xiaomi product, it has the new HyperOS 3.0 on board, and with AI features based on Android 16. You can do AI writing, which means you can rewrite stuff, translate, rephrase. You can do AI art, which is something new. Haven't seen this on other devices. So I think if you start drawing something like a person, you should be able to do the whole AI art, provided I can actually find it. Aspect ratio, insert image, draw with 2 fingers. Maybe if I do this, this is the recording, I guess. Or I think I'm going to look for it, but not very sure right now. So this, no. You know how to do AI art?
You have no account Xiaomi linked to it, but once you have your Xiaomi account paired, there's a magic stylus that appears on the screen.
Okay, got it.
You can find videos online, no worries, or you can talk to PR, no worries.
Okay, thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, and here we have a screen which is actually very good for gaming, 3.2K resolution, 144 Hz. It's an IPS LCD, 11.2 inches in diagonal, 800 nits of brightness, which is quite solid, and also TUV certified for the blue light and all of that. A curious thing here, a bit of a disappointment if you ask me, is the fact that we're getting some modest RAM specs, only 8 gigs of RAM. I would have liked to see 12 gigs. There's also a version with 12 gigs which you can buy. You can add extra RAM for the storage. You can also getting 256 gigabytes. We're lucky because this is actually UFS 4.1. If you had 120, it would be UFS 3.1. And we're also getting a side-placed fingerprint scanner. I'm guessing it's in the power button on the side. We have a 32 megapixel front camera for video call, which is good, aside from the back 50 megapixel camera with LED flash. And not very sure if this one is the fingerprint scanner or it's embedded in the power button. I'm going to have to look that up. So this is my first contact. We don't know very much about it because it's just been unveiled here in Europe. But what's clear is that they want to take some of the cake from Huawei MatePads, from iPads, but without an OLED screen. They are still adopting that technology, which makes the screen matte and not reflective. Thanks.